guessed, right? The company wants you to retrieve some valuable mining equipment. menu of things for you to do. 1. Connect the tunnel exit base to the steel pipes facility. 2. Make some room at the port so we can get your gear shipped over. 3. Replace the gas tank at the concrete plant. You can find a replacement at the gas station. They have plenty, so they won't miss it. situation in the steel mill there. Well, more like a burst water pipe. But still, find the damaged spot and patch it up. And while you're at it, see if you can lay out a route from our base to the steel beams facility.
Are you as serious about game day dip as I am? Does your perfect dip slip and slide all the way to your boy's house? Now you might be asking, how on earth do you get this heavenly dip from your kitchen to your friend's couch? That's right, Nissan Dip Seat, a car seat for snacks. Wait, what? Is this real?
It's not yet real. The Nissan Dip Seat is the only prototype for safe transportation of dips and snacks. It's a metaphor for how the Nissan Rogue is thoughtfully designed to transport your precious...
They're max.
Kann sein, die pushen meinen Arsch.
Ich bin
Da oben ist noch eine
runtergefallen. Ich hab
Barrikade.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
A first of its
this out now. She's minding her business, just doing her hair or something like that, and then we shoot her in the fucking head with an arrow. Kind of understandable that she's trying to kill me. Okay, this is making my timing off, lady. Cool, okay. Pretty cool combo. Take a drink. Bring it, lady. Ain't shit, ain't shit, ain't shit.
Oh, it's no longer available. Fuck, and expect the guy calling off the fight. His ground kicks, my side goes out. Coming ready for fist after taunting people is a bold strategy. And he didn't try to defend himself, at least try to put your hands up. Poor fucking kids, lack empathy, people replying. This is the kid that says he had parents at home. Yeah, it's just...
Nah, we'll be fine. These bitches ain't got nothing. Oh, he's chilling on the couch. He's chilling on the couch. Look. Certified chiller clanker. Well, he exploded on the couch. It's like me in about 30 minutes.
Lucky man, lucky man.
Lucky no! Follow me, gang. There's no new episode of Fallout yet? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Fuck you. Eat my shit.
I don't know why you deserve that.
Because if there isn't, I'm going to be super depressed. I look forward to that every Tuesday night. Oh. Where are the people at? I just want to kill someone.
Vegas in 3.
You see?
I said, I just want to know if they're remastering Vegas in 3.
I don't think they are. I don't.
It really is game time, y'all. Also, we have production doing all the slips and stuff, like updating stats. So W runs in the chat. I already almost lost my voice here. Sam Darnold, baby. I'm predicting a first drive touchdown, Cooper Kupp.
It's okay, we lost the first. Whoa, we lost our first man. Yeah, mic for that too. We have a mic for that one. Yeah. Just keep that one on that one. Just is the lighting bad? I want to put those blinds down.
Here we go, first play.
They got right there.
Kenneth Walker.
Damn, we already got 10. I should have took him for 50, bro.
They're saying we're super delayed.
Audio ass and delay.
Everyday XP, thank you for the 5 gifted. Wait, how delayed are we? Right now, it's first down. They just ran. Sam Darnold's about to go out there and score a touchdown at Cooper Kupp right now. Watch. Another run? Throw a ball. He fell on the ground, man. Bro, am I that behind? We are super behind.
Oh, we gotta speed this up.
You can't.
How far behind are we?
Like a whole play and a half.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Not a single even attempt at one of my legs here.
You can't speed it up?
Hold on. Darnold?
Wait, why can't we skip a couple of seconds? Wow.
Let's go, Seahawks! Yo, we're like 3 games behind.
Audio fine now, if it is. How are I lose? Who has this? Who has this thing, bro?
Nah, it's because it's on TV. Hold on, so let's play first. Nice fake. Oh my god.
Donald in the pocket.
Cooper Kupp! Yes! Yes! That's a leg! Yes! Yes, adapt! I told you!
Cup already green. Better now, it's good. Yeah, we might be a little bit behind in the game.
We're Cooper Cup leg already hit. I told you I was so confident in that leg.
Oh! Wait, so if I make a live bet saying the face is gonna win. No. It's gonna be a good one.
Chad, we'll try to fix it after this drive. Worst comes to worst, I'll just go outside.
I'll take the Patriots, bro. Yeah, we're gonna be like a play or two behind. There's not a lot we can do about it. It's okay.
Other than that.
Sam, Mike is fine. Yeah. I'm listening to it. There's no way we can speed this up, right?
Yo. Adapt.
We're so far
They
behind.
already saw the
2 full plays behind.
No, 3. It's 3 plays
Someone
behind.
should fucking. Whoa, should we screen mirror to the
Wait, he's
TV?
literally skipping it. Wait, we're good. Yeah, well, we just.
Hold on.
Wait, we just missed a touch.
Great field goal, 3-0.
Wait, chat. What time is it in the game right now? How much time? I don't know, but they already
It's a good first drive, Chad.
Should
Chad, how many yards does Darnold have?
Should someone screen mirror to the
Can you
TV?
do that on that?
It'll be way fast. Like, no, we're still a full play behind. Play and a half. No, they were spamming field goal. Like,
Chad, we're in a commercial right now. He's playing the piano.
at least 2. If it's 1, I don't care, but if for the sake of the whole game, everyone's gonna be complaining.
No, but 1.5, they're going to be behind. Oh my God, no matter what.
What commercial are y'all watching?
No, if they use Peacock, they'll be.
Is this mine? Okay, we're in the same spot, Shaq. It's a wrong thing commercial, yeah? Yes, okay, bet. Okay. How many yards does Darnold have? Chad, 40 yards first drive, and a Cooper Cup slick leg hit. That's good, right? That's really good. I feel that's really good. Bad news of that.
What?
That's not getting that. That one's definitely not getting it. Oh no.
I literally see y'all. I see y'all on Twitter, bro. What celebrities are in the building? The lotion was spicy. Says spicy sweet chili. Yeah. These are the best burritos.
All right. Doing good. Wait, Chad, what commercial are you guys on right now? Right now, it's a race car commercial, I think. Same one? Yeah, the game's back on right now. They're showing Sam Darnold with a beer.
I have no idea.
So we're good. We're good then. Game's on. Delayed? Chad, we can't get it perfectly synced up. It's delayed by like maybe a play. They're about to kick it off right now.
Low-key, I got saved. I think I got saved because I was the most famous off my whole life before. You can still bet on
Wait, Sam Darnold. Wait, Rums, check text, Rums.
1 for Patriots, 2 for Seahawks. I'm trying to see something. 1 for Patriots, 2 for Seahawks.
It's not saving. That's fine. Never mind, Rums. Never mind.
There comes some ones, though.
Yeah, Chad, we're synced up. 11:52. Drake May's walking out on the field right now. This one.
All right, let's see what the Patriots can do. Oh, wait. I need Mac Hollins to get 15 yards. And then I'm sure.
I need Diggs 4 catches.
Wait, how many yards did Darnold have?
Please, Diggs. Everybody scared. Focus, Diggs.
Over his
Please.
Jason 3.5. Am I right? Mods, pay out. Yes, you are.
it to Diggs. Throw it to Diggs. Yes.
I mean, when you vote is here, the only way I think it's a lot of things wires in an HDMI from the PC to this. Add a monitor and 2 extra.
It's fine, man. Chad, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool, right? It's fine.
We're gonna try to.
Gotta make that tackle, dude.
I don't understand why they can't just score. Don't get it.
Sit down. I can't sit down. There's money on the line. I really can't.
Take the ball and fucking run.
Do you mind moving from here?
Get paid
Just
$100 million.
No. I gotta stand. I gotta stand.
No, because I'm saying, like, what if you get so hyped and you just say, fuck, and you punch it?
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. I'm Shauna Kalafi. We are continuing to follow the search for Nancy Guthrie 1 week after her disappearance in Tucson, Arizona. The investigation continuing into the apparent kidnapping of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie. Now, we did get a new update from the Pima County Sheriff just a few hours ago. On X, they said the Nancy Guthrie investigation is ongoing. Follow-up continues at multiple locations. No suspects, persons of interest, or vehicles have been identified, and no scheduled press briefings. If anything significant develops, then a press conference will be called. That's according to the Pima County Sheriff just a few hours ago on X. And we also saw video of the search continuing outside of both Nancy's house as well as her daughter Annie Guthrie's house. This is some of that video that the Fox flight team got today. You can see investigators searching what looks like a manhole near Nancy's property. And those cameras capturing, again, searches both at Nancy's property as well as her daughter Annie's. This is a live look right now outside of Nancy Guthrie's home, and another one outside of her daughter's home, where investigators have been again today and for the past several days. So for more on the latest in this investigation, let's bring in a law enforcement expert, Jamie Copenhaver. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Good to be with you, Sean.
So let's start out with the new information that we got today. We have this on X from a Fox News writer saying Fox flight team's drone captured authorities using a pole to probe a manhole located behind Nancy Guthrie's home. So what do you take from this latest in the search, that manhole being investigated near Nancy's home? Also, law enforcement continuing to return not only to Nancy's home, but Annie Guthrie's home, her daughter, almost every day this past week. What do you think this could indicate in the progress of the investigation?
It tells me they're certainly not leaving any stone unturned. And, you know, by the mere fact that these investigators are going out and removing manhole covers to run, and by the way, they're running a camera down that manhole to look for items. It could be, you know, it could be an item of the crime. It could be the murder weapon if it was a murder. Or it could have been something that was discarded in the toilet that could have been flushed. We just don't know what they're looking for. But the good news is they're leaving no stone unturned to look in these manholes.
And why wouldn't they have looked in this manhole? At least from what we've seen, this appears to be the first time that they've looked at this specific area. What might have led them to uncover this manhole and start looking more deeply into that?
It could have been a tip. It could have been something that the kidnappers may have communicated to Savannah and the family. We don't know. But what we do know is the sheriff has came out and agreed that he released that crime scene way too early. So, they had released it back to the family, and shortly thereafter, they came back and re-roped the crime scene. FBI is on the ground. So, the FBI has an amazing evidence collection team. They're there doing a one-on-one investigation, leaving no stone unturned. And the manhole covers would be encompassed in that search. You just don't know if the bad guy may have discarded something or something was perhaps flushed in the system, or they can recover some type of clue, if you will, from that manhole.
And what we're watching now is some more of that new footage of today's search outside of Nancy's home. We also want to talk about the video, the newest video that was put out by Savannah and her siblings just last night. Let's play that out for you now, and then we'll get your reaction to some of the very specific wording that was used there. Let's listen to this.
We received your message, and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Find your perfect tax expert, whatever your tax situation might be.
So a lot of people have been talking, especially about the specific wording that was used in that latest video. Some also saying there was somewhat of a change in demeanor versus the previous videos put out by the family. So what do you think about the wording used here, saying that they understand, also that they want to celebrate and get Nancy back to them? What does that indicate here from your experience?
When she uses the word, we understand, I mean, that's a direct answer to what I would say a question or a statement made by someone else, right? So what that telegraphs and tells me is they're having some communication with whoever took Nancy, and they're replying back to that communication via that video that you just saw, gut-wrenching video. The other thing I take away from that video is the first video, they had a little bit more energy, if you will. In this video, if you take a look at the body language, the siblings are pretty much looking down. It's a grim look on their face. When she mentioned the word, so we can celebrate her, the sister, I think, almost lost it when she said that or used those words. So, that was a very telltale video for me. I'm not suggesting, and I pray that Nancy is well and alive, but it just doesn't look like it's going to end well based on some of the language in that video.
And when it comes to these videos, we've seen a few different videos put out by the family. How much of an influence does the FBI have in what's written? Of course, they're probably monitoring very closely, but are there specific words or lines that the FBI might tell them to say in these videos, and how much control would they have over what's put out and when the family is putting these out?
I mean, just listening to that from home, it gets you on the edge of your seat, Shauna. I mean, it's like gripping, right? So you want to appeal, you want to use key words that would perhaps build a rapport with the kidnapper or kidnappers in this case. You want to become human. She even mentioned we're human, we're normal, we're average people, right? You want to kind of put yourself on the level of the kidnapper to show that, your mother is the most important thing in your life, and you're holding our mother. So, they're appealing to this kidnapper or the group or whoever is responsible for this. To answer your question in terms of FBI having a role of this, I can assure you that was read over many times by the agents to make sure there were nothing in there that would incite or upset the kidnappers. You don't want to go out there and blast the kidnappers because it probably wouldn't end well with that. So, it's basically textbook from the FBI standpoint, from Quantico. And I can assure you the behavioral agents from Quantico are on the ground, and they're guiding those agents into what response to give to these kidnappers in these ransom letters.
And we always hear in these missing persons and kidnapping cases how crucial time and urgency can be. Now that it's been 8 days, we are entering day 8 of the search for Nancy Guthrie. Still no suspects, according to the Pima County Sheriff just a few hours ago. How does that affect law enforcement's approach now that we're so many days out from the last time Nancy was seen?
I read in that a couple of different ways, Sean. And number one, they were a deadline with a consequence. Now, we don't know what that consequence was, but the deadline came and gone, right? So the new deadline is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. They indicate, what we understand, there's a consequence connected to the deadline tomorrow. So what that does, it gives law enforcement a little bit more time in that window to work their leads and work their case, because they know they have a second deadline and it's Monday morning, right? So it gives them a little bit more time to amp up their investigation. Time is not, I don't think, is on her side, though. If you recall, she's on a pacemaker. She's on heart medicine, other medications that tell me that she has a severe heart ailment, if you will. So, it's unknown if the kidnappers actually took her medicine with them. But we do know that Nancy needs her medicine, so that certainly plays into the timeline as an urgent find for law enforcement to make sure she is safe.
And these deadlines that you're talking about, of course, multiple outlets have received alleged ransom letters over this past week. At least one of those letters made demands for money and also established two separate deadlines. One of them was Thursday evening. The other, as you mentioned, is coming up on Monday. What exactly would those deadlines entail, and how much would law enforcement be trying to adhere to these deadlines? Would they be taking them seriously? Of course, we know that they haven't said whether, they haven't affirmed whether these letters are credible or these deadlines that are in them. So how would law enforcement be approaching this next deadline now that the first one has passed?
Well, we know that a total of 3 letters were sent. 2 are still being investigated. One of those letters was debunked by the FBI. They actually effected an arrest for a bogus guy wanting crypto, right? So we know one of 3 of those letters were just a whack letter from some greedy guy watching the news. I want to tend to believe that these letters are credible based on some of the language you're seeing from the family on these videos.
Dad, I love that you're here, but I don't need you to check on me.
I just want to help. I know you're going through something with your marriage.
Casey? Everybody knows. This place like a fishbowl. That guy knows.
He doesn't know.
Excuse me, you know that my husband left me for a grad student, right?
Yes.
What can I do for you, Greg?
I'm here to make sure that Katie's job is safe.
She burned down the faculty house.
It was an accident.
She also assaulted a professor. I still love you.
Ow! That was on purpose.
You're a best-selling author parents have actually heard of. We really could use your help.
In the book, Rooster had sex a few times.
16 times.
Oh, good. You counted.
17 if you include the oral sex.
Have to include that. Yeah, let's include it.
Look, we all mess up. But at our cause, we are all good people. You are a bad person, and I hate you.
Hey, Rooster! Oh, hey there!
The kids call you Rooster?
Some of the kids think I'm kind of like my character.
Nice washboard. Are you okay? Anytime Katie has a problem, I swoop in.
But I can't fix this.
I'm not Rooster. This is college. You can be the Rooster if you want.
Hey, Sailor.
Cock a doodle doo.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I am not going to succumb to peer pressure. All right.
We do hard things to make ourselves stronger. But you can't continue unless you put some gasoline on the fire.
Crush it, Rooster! I'm gonna crush it! Yeah,
Nobody's spoken.
Oh, I'll chase off. Okay, you go.
Did she say how long to wait? Because I think we are supposed to start. Oh, all right. Nice mustache, jerk.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
At Sophia Learning, we believe in making education more accessible and affordable for everyone. That's why we offer online college-level courses that are transfer-friendly. We know students are real people with real challenges, but Sophia can be a real solution. Sign up today and fast-track your degree.
You got to watch the videos. I mean, it's not common language to speak like that, right? So they're responding to something And it could be the FBI guiding them as to what to say, but my better guess is one, if not both of these letters, I believe are legit. There are just too many things in the letters that would suggest, for instance, the Apple Watch. Only the kidnapper would know the placement of that Apple Watch. There's some other issues in those letters we just, we're not aware of. They're not going to release that. But, were they other demands? Were they other clues that would help investigators legitimize these two ransom letters? We don't know that, but they're certainly looking to legitimize those letters and then obviously try to track it through the IP address, to track it back to the kidnapper.
All right, Jamie, thank you so much for your input here. Jamie Copenhaver, law enforcement expert. We will be watching this. As you mentioned, one of those unconfirmed deadlines in the ransom letter is approaching on Monday. Thank you so much for your input. We'll check back in with you as we learn more in this investigation.
Thanks, Sean.
We also want to show you the latest from the Pima County Sheriff's Office just a few hours ago on X. They said the Nancy Guthrie investigation is ongoing. Follow-up continues at multiple locations. No suspects, persons of interest, or vehicles.